Hi.
Hi.
This is FTCR. It's the same four people it always is lately. You know who we are. What's up? It's Sonic Generations. Somehow we never did Sonic Generations, the big boy game. Can you believe that?
I believe it.
I couldn't.
All right.
So I did it.
I thought that was
Chris,
the
can you
joke.
please introduce us as if this is someone's first FTCR video? This could be someone's
If you're-
first.
if
You're
you're
alienating
watching-
new viewers.
If you're watching new Let's Plays in 2023, what are you doing? I'm Chris Meekness Fan. With me today is Steven Smoothies Steven.
That's me.
We have David the Lurker David.
Ah.
We have Stefan Games Enlisted Stefan. And I'm using the High Res HUD by Joe T.E.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
pretty sure a screenshot of Classic Sonic is still my wallpaper on my iPod Touch.
Oh boy.
I can't believe you turned
Wow.
off the orange out here.
When you were in elementary school.
No, Sonic Generations came out when I was in high school. We moved up a year.
Wait a minute.
Wait. You guys call your middle school high school. That's what it is.
Yo,
right?
no. Elementary
I
school
hit the
goes up
first
to grade
bad
8, and then high school is grade 9 to 12. So I was
They don't have middle.
I was 15.
Okay.
You don't. Wait. Okay. This completely reframes. Okay, we got to rewind back
That's-
to Sonic 4.
Yeah, no,
If you
I
need
really,
continuity,
yeah.
give us some
I
watch
continuity.
the Sonic 4 Let's Play.
Yeah, I ended up forgetting afterwards, being like, oh yeah, they're probably thinking like versus like middle school. I'm like, yeah, we don't have middle school, so that's why I was like, wait a minute. But then I'm like, nah, it's funnier. Let me not correct it. Let me not correct myself.
Okay.
Well, why don't you have middle
that was
school?
shattering my perception.
Well, I feel like there are. I'm pretty sure we do have middle schools. It's just that like the school I went to covered all the way up to grade 8, so it's like there was no reason to go to another school.
To be fair, some American schools do this too, I believe. Anyway, Sonic Generations.
Chris, you're playing this
Hi.
game like a professional. Do you like this game?
Wow.
No, it's alright. It's not as good as Sonic 4 Episode 1, if I'm being completely frank. Look at the physics. This is fucked up. This is terrible.
Right. Those physics. Right. At the time.
You're not right.
It seemed great.
You're making it look really easy, though.
You are.
Oh,
there-
sorry.
Are there
I can
tricks?
play it worse if you want.
How come he doesn't have the drop dash?
Oh, boy.
Sorry I said that.
Yeah, I mean, think about this in a timeline sense. David, what the hell? Why doesn't he know the drop dash?
Oh, because it's before Mania.
No, it takes place in an ultimate. Considering he has the drop dash in Origins, so it's like, it's multiple
Yeah.
timelines,
That
multiple
doesn't
universes.
Count.
In Sonic Superstars, you know, like, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the time eater.
I want to say
It's its fault.
Right. He ruined the
These-
timeline.
Oh,
the Superstars Sonic model looks so much better than this one.
yeah, it
That's
does.
true.
It looks pretty cute.
He'll be here any second.
Hey guys, what's going on? You having a party?
No.
Nope. Please go away. Uh-oh. Everyone's at his party, including Blaze the cat.
You guys.
Right.
Yeah, you have a problem with that?
Well,
The Soul
Why shouldn't she show up? They're
the
friends.
Soul Emerald said, Sonic's having a birthday, you should come over to this dimension.
right. Like that is the thing. It is
Happy birthday.
Or
This is the only one he's ever going to have, so you better be there.
right, and it might get retconned because, you know, it's a time travel story. So he might still be 15 forever.
Oh no. It's so quaint coming back to Sonic Generations and seeing all of this.
and seeing that the cutscene quality has not improved ever since. Like it is
Yeah,
just as bad as this.
things are very different, but in some ways, they're very much still the same.
Yeah.
It does feel more like this feels. It's weird to say, but it feels more like a cutscene for a video game.
No one's standing around being sad, pontificating about life and death.
Oh, they are just in a very random, normal field.
Is this Green Hill?
Well, that's what we want, right? If this was Green Hill, we'd be like, oh my god, it's Green Hill again.
But that's where we're
It's an
going.
original location.
You know what? We gotta ask this question: how is Sonic alive?
All right. Like, Generally, or in this instance?
In this instance, all of his friends were sucked up into those portals, and I guess that's presumably why they still exist. Sonic doesn't get sucked up into anything. Sonic doesn't. He gets smacked and is unconscious. He shouldn't
Right.
be here. He shouldn't exist to save the day. Right?
What do you mean?
Like, wouldn't he enter white space because, like, the Time Eater opened a portal and he followed it, or the Time Eater thought, he zapped Sonic, but it didn't kill Sonic, it sent him to white space? Like, nothing happens. There's no reason for Sonic to be there. There's no reason for Sonic to have survived if all of time and space was dismantled. Why does he exist?
Well, what's your headcanon, David?
I don't know, because I've never thought about it until this very moment when I went, wait, it doesn't make any sense that Sonic the Hedgehog is there and this is happening.
David fell off.
It,
But David, I know, would have an answer to this.
Yeah.
Getting smacked by the Time Eater allowed time particles to surround Sonic that allowed him to survive the dismantling of time and space.
Yes, keep going. Here's my
It's the
answer.
chaos
You ready
power.
for this one?
Oh yeah,
It's the chaos power.
Pull up your cargo shorts and get ready for this bad boy. The Time Eater, while working for Eggman, has his own motivations.
Ooh.
And perhaps he didn't like Eggman entirely, so while he was willing to go with him to cause some chaos, he was also like, here's my little expression
Joker
that
card.
here's my Joker card. He's the Joker, baby. And he'll undo everything and let me free to go off and do whatever the fuck I do if that's not this. End quote.
I do remember mentioning in the Generations 3D LP is that I would have preferred if the Time Eater was like an actual being, because like here the Time Eater is literally like the Time Eater is nothing. It's just a force that the two Eggmen are using and like controlling somehow. But if like the Time Eater was like an actual like creature, kind of like Chaos in some way, I think like, oh, that'd be interesting. Maybe it's like, oh, it is like a god, like the god of time that was corrupted. It's like I think that could have been cool.
Yeah. Like it's
After-
Monster of the Week without actually being a monster, so it's like a weird thing.
right.
Because we were still in that time period where people were like, God, we're tired of Monsters of the Week. We want Eggman as the main villain. So this was kind of their way of kind of doing both of like, oh, you think it's the main, you think it's a monster, but then it's Eggman at the end. And then you get and then by the time you get to Lost World and Forces, people are like, we're tired of Eggman.
We're tired of the exact same boss fight. Please stop.
Well, right, that's the issue.
The level's over, but I wanted to say
Yeah.
that having played that level in Sonic Frontiers and now watching it again, like how it's supposed to be played, makes me a little sad.
It is weird watching some of these levels that were in Frontiers and going, oh, right. Like the part at the end of Sky Sanctuary Modern isn't supposed to be weirdly slow. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, he's making
if
references.
You're utilizing that spin dash, though. That's a different story.
Ooh.
Hey Sonic, I saw something over there in the distance.
I do. I mean, Generations is. I think it's in my top 3 favorites.
Top 3? What are the top 3s?
It's Adventure 2, Unleashed HD, and this. These are my 3 favorite Sonic games. They're the ones I've gone
Unleashed
back.
HD is number 2.
Well, they're not in that order. Just those are the top 3. They changed.
SA1's not even up there.
SA1's up there, but just those 3 are my personal favorites. Because yeah, I mean, if I expand it, you'll get to like if I expand it, you'll get to like SA1, Frontiers,
Stefan
3 and
hates
Knuckles.
SA1.
I do.
Wow.
You
This
know
is known.
I'm Team SA2 all the way, baby.
Yeah, we've known this about Stefan. We deal with it.
We know I'm right.
Some of our friends have problematic opinions in life, and you just kind of gotta ride with it, you know?
Right.
Oh man, it's 3 question marks.
I wonder what it could be. Whoa.
Christopher, you are good at this game, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know. Some of my friends are better at the 30-second challenge mode than I am. I'll tell you that much.
Uh-oh.
Which,
Well-
by the way, that needs to come back. That's a fun feature still.
Right, they could
I
bring
did-
it back for Sonic 4.
I did not find any of classic Sonic's levels fun enough to want to get good at them.
You got to come back to Generations, my man.
I guess
it's
so.
all here.
It's all on Steam.
We got to do it.
Oh, yeah.
We should have private 30-second parties.
Oh, we should have
Okay.
a Generations race on the charity room.
Oh.
Big think.
We haven't done that, have we?
Now that I've said it, oh no.
Right. We
But now people will expect it. Let's not do
right.
it.
Well, hey, we should do one of Sonic Origins.
You didn't jump, Chris. Oh.
Sorry.
A,
I was
so-
thinking about
a Sonic
Sonic Origins and
Origins,
Sonic's mom.
a Sonic Origins race. That would be pretty good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
fiddling with. Okay. I have privately decided that for some reason I want to break the top 100 of every level in Sonic Origins. In the
You've done so for several so far.
I have, and then when I was going through it, I'm like, oh right, why didn't I do this when I raced Johnny? Man, he beat me. He beat me by 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
It was pretty close.
It's because you choked.
I did. Yeah.
That's 'cause
I
you
was
died
eating a
on
sandwich
Knuckles.
And,
There is some other distractions as you ate that sandwich as well.
that's
What?
that.
No, there weren't.
Oh, true.
You got an S.
Guys, say the weirdest thing about coming back to it. You know that noise that just happened?
Yeah.
Yes.
That I
Yeah.
was playing Sonic Dash recently through Apple Arcade because I had a trial, and I was like, oh yeah, Sonic Dash. And everything I thought was like a really bad stock noise sound effect in that game just came from Generations.
Oh.
And it was very sad because I remember always having a distaste for Sonic Dash because all the sound effects were so cheap. But no, it was Generations. I'm sorry, Sonic Dash. Formally apologizing on the record. Anyway, this all was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I really love this level, and I love the remix of it. I think this is June doing this.
Yeah.
In comparison to Sonic 4, it's like when you give June a guitar, then he makes some magic.
Oh.
I don't know why I did that.
Well, June was
Kinda
the
just like,
You wanted to show the ring bouncing physics.
oh yeah.
June didn't just make music for games. Like he's been sound director
Yeah.
for several things, so he knows what he's doing across the board. But it's just like sometimes like it just doesn't happen.
Well, yeah. He's like every creator in the sense of obviously not everything of his is going to be excellent, and he's going to make some duds. But it's like, when he's good, he is on point. #fam.
So yeah, I think June is great with melodies, but maybe sometimes composition is good when you're bouncing ideas back and forth with other people.
Yeah, but
I'll put it
because
this way.
because you can look. I mean, look at
I meant instrumentation, not composition. Sorry. What?
you look at Tomio Otani, like everything in Frontiers, and then it's like, oh yeah, a lot of the forces, especially the classic Sonic music, and it's like, oh no. So it's like,
Yes.
So you never know, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say it. We've all held jobs in a capitalist hellscape. Sometimes you just have a day of work where you're like, I wonder how little or how bad I can do and not get fired. And then you find out.
Oh.
Sometimes, you just like, well, what? What if?
And then you get promoted somehow.
It's going to be real bad if an interview comes out next week and June's like, Sonic 4 is the proudest I've ever been.
They have
I'm still chasing that track, and
well, considering they've reused they still reused like some Sonic 4 music, so like I'm pretty sure he doesn't think it's terrible. I think he's like, yeah, I'm proud of this.
How
I
did
think
he
he
gave
should
them
be.
what they deserved.
Sonic 4 has great melodies.
Let's get him on the show.
Okay.
All right, I'll write him now.
How did
Yeah.
Sonic destroy the plant?
We just watched it. Generations has just been a fact of my life for so long that I forgot. It just happens, doesn't it? I don't think he does it.
Yeah, it just happens, which seems like
Sucks for them.
yeah.
I guess that's an Eggman plan. I don't know.
He only got 2 red rings though. You gonna go back?
Sorry.
Amy.
Look, it's Amy.
Okay, I'm gonna hit send
I
on
was
this
afraid
email. There we go.
Oh, tell him I said hi.
Oh, well, I already hit
You know,
send.
add a follow-up. People love that.
Wonderful.
I'm so psyched to get. Never mind.
Hi, I'm
What?
Amo Chow.
I am Chow.
You got S rank.
That's my Sonic.
Oh.
Amy's acknowledging the rank you got? How does she know?
David?
Oh, you're gonna buy some skills.
Who's ranking Sonic?
Sometimes it's a spinning sign or a big old ring.
No! No!
Sonic, you got an S rank!
Sometimes I get 1,000 points when I jump in the fucking air. I hate this. Why did they do it?
Yeah. Sometimes Omucho tells me how to get rings.
Oh, hi, Rick.
I do miss the days when gameplay and story were separate. When you could assume like, oh yeah, those springs don't really exist. It's just for the level. But now they're
On the
there.
bright side, I tricked the fuck out of my Sonic. Look at that.
You did it.
Shut up,
You went
Chris.
to- Oh, but you didn't go back into the room.
That comes later.
Ooh. That sounds like a tease. I wonder what level you're going to. Oh.
If you push down near here, Knuckles waves you to go on.
I've seen this level before.
I've seen this level many a time in my life.
It's
Right.
familiar
Oh, no.
somehow.
Right. The first time you saw this level, did you get insanely upset that it didn't look exactly like the Genesis version?
Because it's
You know
not
what? You
yellow?
can say it. Because it wasn't yellow.
It wasn't
Because it
yellow.
wasn't yellow?
It wasn't yellow. Were you like,
the
hey?
death egg is really small, by the way.
Thanks.
I mean, it looks nice, but I mean, it's not yellow, so 0 out of 10.
Oh, Sonic Retro.
Right, because maybe the yellow was supposed to be implied like evening sunlight is cast upon this gray stone, but they didn't even do that. So like, it's not yellow.
We're here at a different time of day. You know, this is like early morning. That's why we don't see Mecha Sonic.
But then
at the
why
end of
is the
level. He's
death
not here
egg
yet.
rising in the early morning versus the evening when it happened in the other game?
In Sonic 3 and Knuckles, things were exaggerated for effect, right? Like in the Genesis game, the scale and everything shown
You're a
shows it as
liar.
very fast.
You're a
but
liar.
It's actually quite slow to move something of that mass
Stop
upward that
talking. I don't want to hear it.
quickly. Okay, but what if I said it in a David voice?
Yeah. I try it.
Oh, you said try it.
Yeah.
So, well, you see, heck. Okay. It's a lot of pressure.
I'm listening.
The David.
Right. Oh.
How do you guys like this level?
I like. I think this is probably
I'm
my
making it look really fun.
right. I think Sky Sanctuary is probably my favorite. Might be my favorite level in the game. Like, especially like classic Sonic. It's definitely like.
Oh.
It's got, well, you know, it's got multiple pathways. There's a lot of neat little sequences. There's that. There's a parrot for some reason.
Yeah, they're hanging out.
Yeah, they're just regular old parrots.
Yeah. Well, Sonic's World has those regular animals.
That's true.
We've got like 3 subsets of animals.
That's right. You've got your anthropomorphic animals. You've got your animal friends. And you've got regular
Your animals.
old animals.
Grapes. Bye. See you next part.
Oh, that
Grapes.
Grapes?
faded
It's
away.
going fast, baby.
Whoa.
Grapes grow on vines, not trees. Okay.
The death egg is very large and would take a long time to rise upward.
No,
Oh.
it's very small.
Oh. YouTube wants me to watch a Scott the Woz video.